Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Word back again with another video, and today we went 320 once again with this army. We didn't get us very good defense today, so we only went plus 20. Yesterday, you see, we went plus 22, so slowly making our way up the ranks. We're resetting at 5768 today, and yeah, doing really consistent. That's 5 days in a row with 320 now with this army right here. We've got the king to go outside the base with roots. We've got the giant arrow right here with the queen, usually being used with the log launcher. And then, yeah, right here we've got the Royal Champion with Spear and the Warden with the Eternal Tome, which is kind of the key to this army, being able to destroy all these rage bases. A couple edits I made was adding a 5th invis and dropping that 2nd rage. I dropped the 2nd rage a while ago and had 2 freezes and a skelly spell. So right here you see I dropped one of the freezes for an invis. I just think the invis spell can be used on the RC charge or in the base on your RC while she's using her spears. So it's definitely just a little more effective. And yeah, I might mess around with dropping a witch because I think 1 might be a little bit more useful, but for now I still like the 2 on the outside, and we've been crushing bases. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. Alright, here we've got fire spitters looking to the 9 o'clock side, and I don't want to go into the fire spitters, so I might be setting up a log launcher kind of to go through this monolith and crusher mortar clan castle section. It looks like all the builder huts are not there. They're all kind of spread out around the base, so that'll work out nicely. As long as I can charge this multi-inferno compartment. So what I'm going to do right here is push in like this with the... Oh, nice. I'm getting baited right here. I should have went through the top side since the bottom's usually baited, but yet we're still going to be, rolling in exactly where we need. I don't even need to get this fire spitter down. It'd be a little bit nice. Okay, yeah, Fox is dead right here, which stinks a little bit, but yeah, I'm going to create the funnel right there. That's fine with me. Gotta make sure I hit the arrow. Nice, we did. Offsetting this just a little bit to the right so that I can actually get into the crusher mortar as well as the mono. I think I'm going to give myself the ice golem right here, as I do need the help to get through this expo section. Don't want anything to target my log launcher, so it does actually go through right there, which is awesome. Now I'm going to start in with the roots just to make sure my queen can stay alive. I like supporting the damage, right? Sharing the damage between the roots and the heroes. That's how you do it, just like the hog army I'd mentioned. Yeah, you want to share the damage throughout the attack. So we're rolling in nicely right here. The Valks actually pull in, so that's awesome. King's doing pretty well outside this base, to be honest with you, but I'm about to pop the Warden ability anyway. Just waiting another second. Okay, there it is, the Rage, the Warden ability, as we're making it through. I don't want to overgrowth that section as my queen's about to take it down. I'm going to overgrowth the Poison Tower right after it goes off so that hopefully it can't come back. There's a really nice free spell onto a good couple defenses plus the Minion Prince. So I really like that. And my queen or RC is actually going outside, so there's no point trying to funnel them in. What I'm going to try and do instead is funnel them back in over here. So I got queen, I got everything rolling together. This one's going to be a really nice 3-star. And yeah, we kind of just set up a well enough funnel, even though I was actually going into some bait right there. We set up the funnel, which is all I needed. And yeah, we're looking just like absolutely crushing this one. I'm going to pop my Royal Champion ability, maybe not. Yeah, I got so many roots alive, like this isn't even close. We set up the funnel, got the log launcher through some value. Did well with sharing the damage between all of my heroes and yetis, and then the overgrowth just to kind of funnel everything back together. And yeah, we're swagging the invis spell, swagging 2 abilities. This base is just absolutely smashed. Even though I went straight into the bait, it doesn't matter. Like this, yeah, absolutely overkill. And let's keep it rolling. Alright, here we are into the first one. And we've got ourselves a nice core rage base. Just trying to see where I can RC charge and get at least a little bit of value, but this one is looking a little bit tougher to do that for sure. I still think I can though. As long as I can get both these ricochet cannons, that's all the funnel I'm looking for right here. So I'm going to start right onto the bomb tower. I was trying to decide how I wanted to path in, but this is what I'm deciding on. So there we go. Heading straight into the bomb tower. I'm actually just going to double cycle because there's a lot of damage right around there. I don't think she's going to go towards the builder hut. She might though. Yeah, she did. That's okay. We'll get some other value up here. I guess we're going to go into the bomb tower. I'll probably recall as soon as I pull that Giga Bomb because I don't really want to deal with it. Okay, never mind. Didn't even pull it. So we didn't even set ourselves up with a good funnel. So what I'm going to do is actually use the queen on this one with the log launcher straight through this 3 o'clock over here. I wasn't planning on doing this, but I kind of needed to do something to set the funnel. So log launcher going right in there is not ideal, but yeah, I did need to set the funnel to push my troops into the rage core. So this is how I'm doing it. Log launcher is going to do all right here. It's not, I don't think, quite going to get the mono down, but it'll do pretty well. I'm going to be able to get a headhunter in for the warden with the help of the Yetis. And then, yeah, we're going to be pushing right into the core right here. So not too bad of an entry. Yeah, didn't get a very good RC charge, but yeah, we're still pushing in nicely. I'm holding off just for a second right here. There goes my Royal Champ. There goes my Valk. Just wanted to make sure they made it into the core. Yeah, I'm just going to Rage and Warden. We're literally hitting absolutely everything right there. I'm hoping my Royal Champ, or my Queen, can get caught by that. She's not really getting clipped at the moment by the Eternal Tome. She didn't quite get that down, so I'm just going to Overgrowth right there. Kind of negate the effects of the Rage Tower. You've seen me do that many times. We're pushing in right here with most of our army. And we're going to be getting to the Town Hall. I like that my King's joining in with the army. I just don't like that there's not a whole lot left. So we're right on to the Minion Prince. I'll probably be popping the Royal Champion ability soon. And she's going to be my bread and butter. She's right in this core. I've got her ability. This Overgrowth should respawn at any second. I'm probably going to pop my Spear, yep, just to make sure my Royal Champ can turn around. Because she does need to take down that core. I'm going to use a freeze right here onto that Scatter and Fire Spitter. Because the Fire Spitter is literally 1 HP. I don't want it doing any damage to me when it should be right about dead. I think my Royal Champ's actually going to split off. Nice, so we got the Fire Spitter, that's awesome. But yeah, my Royal Champ split off right here to go down. But we're still looking good enough to get this 3-star. We got the Warden with Sneezy coming down, and my Royal Champ just will need to get that Ricochet Cannon. Nice, Sneezy comes down to help out. And there comes a chest. But yeah, we just got to get through this Ricochet Cannon. I'm actually going to go with some Barbs right here to help out. My Royal Champ, I'm trying not to use any spells right here. She might end up needing them, but I'm trying my best. I'm going to skip over absolutely everything right here. Got to get my Royal Champ straight into the Ricochet, and it was nice and weak for me, which is awesome. Aura's helping out right here, and we'll get the triple, even on, worst RC charge of the day, hope. Alright, let's see what we can find here. Okay, big double poison compartments on the side right there. And I'd obviously like to, but those are very baited, I know that for sure. I think what I'm going to do on this one is the troop launcher. I'm going to RC charge. See, everything's like got one tile between them. There's no giant bomb, so this is all unbaited. They really want you to go into the poison tower, and obviously it'd be nice to get a spell tower down, but it's definitely more important to just not get baited and get some crazy value like I'm going to get on this side. Set up a nice funnel, and then I'll be at least going behind the sweepers and a little bit behind the spitters. So I'm going to keep trying to single cycle right here. We'll see if we can get it. Looks like we did. Yep, they both should stay in the invis. Nice, so I'll probably double cycle this next one. I might be going towards the air defense though. We're going to find out. I hope not. Yeah, we did. That's fine. I'll leave that archer tower up because getting this gear tower would be more valuable. And the multi-inferno if I can actually get that as well. See if we can lock in right here with a nice invis. I think we timed that perfectly to take little damage on the entry, and then I can just go roots behind the sweepers. As long as I'm into, not too many of the spitters, but I'm behind the sweepers, that's also pretty good. So yeah, right here we'll be using the arrow to kind of, oh, never mind, do absolutely nothing. There's the king. And we're coming in right here. I'm going to be using the Skelly spell on entry. I was going to try and use the arrow to funnel out the outside right there, those weaker defenses to kind of push everything together. I got an ice golem right there. There's the troop launcher. Don't want to forget to use it because I haven't used it in a long time. So yeah, I got to make sure I'm remembering to pop it and stuff. But it looks like we're doing pretty well right here. I'll probably use the Warden for the Giga Bomb. So I'll be using it in just a second right here. Probably about right now. Giant Bomb was going off. There's the Giga Bomb. Gonna get a Headhunter down. Those are way too late for the enemy king. I'm actually gonna get 2 down to really try and push me through that. Let my army just continue to cook up. I'm not in a good spot to take the town hall down, so I'm just gonna continue to wrap around it because yeah, I got plenty of army left. Oh yeah, figured there'd be a corner Tesla through all the decorations. He probably did that on another corner. I don't know though. I'll just test up here. Nope. Okay. So yeah, we're rolling around nicely. My Royal Champion's right in here in the mix. I want to maybe try and tank that hook tower, just not let it do anything funky. So there's going to be a lot of bait right here. I don't like the fact that everything's pretty far from the town hall. I'm popping the spear though. There is my free spell, and my queen should at the very least path in. I'm going to get a wall break right here. There's just not a lot left of this base, which is why I was okay with overgrowthing the town hall. My RC got some really nice value, and then troops rotated all together with a really nice warden ability. So yeah, we're going to kind of be rolling around the town hall last. I'm going to pop this right after this gold storage, I think. Yep, right there, to get into all the defenses. Nice, because I saw the path. And yeah, we're just going to go finish the space off. Another 3-star, avoiding the bait with the Royal Champion where you could tell there wasn't going to be any. And yeah, nice triple. Alright, popping into the next one. Very interesting base. I bet you we could find some value for this lug launcher, but we're going to look. All the heroes are kind of in the corners, which makes it a little bit tougher, obviously, to get a log through that. But I'm still looking. I think I got a plan maybe to enter into these spitters. I feel like that might be alright. Yeah, so I think I'm going to try that right here. I'm going to try and charge this scatter shot and multi-archer tower. Get the log launcher. I'm actually just going to redirect to make sure she goes the way I want. And then, yeah, try and get the log launcher through the Rico gear tower and crusher mortar right there. I think this is a really nice plan if it can go to plan. I might use another invis right here just because my royal champion's exactly where I want her to be. Nice, she gets the scatter shot. So I'm going to have to use another invis right here, but I'm fine with that. We got exactly what I was hoping to get. Maybe just get a couple shots off on this just for it. Okay, I'm going to hit the giant arrow right here. Log launcher comes in, and yeah, I didn't really get into this ricochet cannon, but that's fine with me. Couldn't really get into there. So yeah, logs are going to go kill that. I'm going to get the ice golem down right here just on its own. And now I'm going to get the baby dragon because I want my king to walk through that top side right there. Here we go with the roots. I want to get a little bit of help maybe right there. Nice. This is looking really, really good, to be honest with you. There's the king, the witches. Royal champion's in, so I'll pop the warden ability, I think, fairly early to try and get me through everything right here. Yep, there it is, just because there's fire spitter damages, there's giant bombs in it and such. I'm going to pop the overgrowth, I think, over here to stop the damage that's onto my yetis. Try and let them get that. I thought the queen was with them. She's not, but that's fine with me because I think the spear, and there's actually still not enough damage on the yetis to stop them, so they're going to still go get that. But right here, I'm going to wall break my king in because if he can go help out with the enemy king, that's amazing. I'm going to get a really nice freeze, I think, right here on the multi and ricochet cannon. Actually, I don't even need it. So yeah, we go get the town hall right there. It wasn't able to shoot my healers because there was just everything else soaking up the town hall shots, the yetis right there the whole time. So I'll rage right here, try and kind of just funnel my troops back in, especially my royal champion. Don't let the defense targeting troops go out of the base. And yeah, we've crushed this one once again. I found where I could use the log launcher. It's actually just such a strong siege machine. So if you could set up the value for it, you're just going to crush all these bases. That's what we're trying to do in most of them. Not many people are running the log launcher, so a lot of bases, on the, especially the diamond bases, can find value. It's harder on these box bases, but you know, you set it up and still can crush them like this. And let's just keep it. All right. Oh, nice. Here we get a huge rage core. I definitely need to push into that. Based on that, there's definitely some traps, I think, at this top side by the clan castle, because either of these wings, I don't think is going to be that baited, to be honest with you. Just trying to figure out how to really approach into this one. I think what I'm going to do, because heading into both of these sweepers is actually pretty tough, but I'm going to get my RC just directly into this value. I think, especially if this even is baited, there's a bunch of Teslas, so there's not usually giant bombs where there's Teslas. Can't really be, but I might take one shot right here. Yeah, that's a bit of damage, but that's okay. I'll double cycle this the last couple invises, and I should be able to take down the rest of this compartment that I was hoping to get. So nice, we're setting the amazing funnel right here very easily. I'll take down the Tesla as well. And then, yeah, I got a nice path right there for my roots. Just going to use the queen down that side with the king. Roots are coming in right here. Really just trying to push myself directly into all of that damage. I'm going to use the troop launcher. The Valk's coming in right here. Going to get the ice golem in for my queen. That was maybe a little slow by me. There's the troop launcher. There's the royal champion. Here we go. Now we're pushing into the core. There's the wall break for my king, which is definitely going to need to get into that whole compartment. Hopefully he can take it down. Headhunter for the enemy queen. Royal champion's taking a bit of damage right there, but we're still fine. I'm getting ready for Rage and Warden through the rest of this. There it is, Rage and Warden. Royal champion was getting a little low, but we're looking amazing, I think, right here. King's going to finish off that compartment. There's a poison on the enemy witch and furnace, so that's huge. There's a lovely freeze. Let my healers kind of get a break from taking damage and be able to top everything right back off. And I think we've crushed this one. I'm going to use the overgrowth right here just to be safe, using it to make sure my troops kind of stick together, go towards that expo, and yeah, not just kind of split off every which way. Controlling the pathing with the overgrowth is what they're meant for, so I might as well control their pathing with it. Right here, though, my royal champion's probably going to go up. Okay, she kind of just stacks right here. I'm going to pop her ability because I want her to take out the ricochet cannons when they come back. You don't need that overgrowth by any means. This base was already slammed just by getting your troops with the Eternal Tome right into the core, but I might as well use it to control the pathing just to be a little more certain. Look at that Painter Warden. I love that skin, to be honest with you. I don't know why. I just think I like the colors so much, but yep, here we go with another triple, and just kind of playing it safe, right? You know, just going straight into the stuff for the Eternal Tome, trying to stay consistent on these last couple days, finishing out the season. I think there's like 10 days left So yeah, we're trying to stay consistent, and this army has been just absolutely crushing it for me, so we're not going to change anything, and let's keep rolling. Alright, here we go, and we got an interesting double rage base. Oh, this is cool, dude. This guy runs Super Hogs on YouTube, KD, Clash of Clans. He used to run Queen Charge Lalo. This guy's actually awesome. So yeah, I really like him. I think both these rage compartments are super baited. I've hit this base before and failed on it by trying to do that. So I think on this one, yeah, what I'm going to try and do is just set the funnel with it right here. If I can take down the Ricochet Cannon and Multi-Arch, I'm more than happy, and maybe trigger the Rage Tower. That would also be nice. But yeah, we're actually getting mega baited to start. I want to set up a log launcher right here. I know these compartments are baited, but I still think if I can get this Rage Tower down, I'll be laughing. So I don't know if my Royal Champion's going to go towards the Rage Tower right here. Nice, okay, perfect. That's exactly where I wanted her to go. I'm actually not going to invest any more spells. I'm going to let her take that down. Nice, perfect. That is just perfect. So I'm going to go with the log launcher right here. I wish I kind of set my arrow up in a little bit of a different spot. I didn't get too much value. But yeah, we're pushing it with the log launcher. That's hopefully going to kind of funnel this stuff away from the side right there. And then my roots can go to the left, queen to the right. Oh, my Sneezy might get ripped. Yeah, my Sneezy's getting hit already off rip because of where I put it. That's very much my fault. King's going to the funnel though, which is awesome. Sneezy stays alive. That's great. Okay, we're in right here. Probably, I think I just lost most of my Valks, but there's Rage Warden ability through the Rage Tower. That's just what you got to do. But I got my King funneled around. Last time I didn't take out a Rage Tower with my Royal Champion, so that's why this time I didn't really have any question, but I need to get a Rage Tower because last time it didn't work out for me. This time I go make sure I get one of the Rage Towers and push my Warden to the other, and this base is looking crushed so far. I got the Queen ability to help out extra on any of this. I should have sent all the Headhunters since all the heroes were in there, but two of them are doing work in there on the mini Prince and King. But yeah, Queen's doing really well. I'm actually going to invis her because she can get the scatter. I don't think she's targeting it though. But yeah, we're looking just so awesome right here. This base is absolutely slammed. Scatter shot's distracted, so no point using right here the invis on my Queen. But I'll wall break and just get my super barbs in there, and we're going to swag the overgrowth on this guy. Great guy, but obviously have to get the triples. So yep, crushing this base. I've hit it before, so I knew what I had to do. You got to make sure you get a Rage Tower down. But swagging the overgrowth, swagging the invis on his base. And yeah, easy triple on the double rage bases. That's why I'm not going to be running them anymore for the rest of the season. Alright. Oh, this is a very interesting base. I've hit this with Fireball and friendly challenges, but I haven't hit it yet with this army. So yeah, we're going to see how we can do against it. I don't think there's a whole lot of bait in this one. At least when I hit it, there wasn't. So I'm going to try and get right into there once again. I'm going to place my Royal Champion a little bit to the Archer Tower so that hopefully she can go get the Archer Tower and then come back in. If I put her directly in the middle by this Bomb Tower, okay, she's still pathing the Bomb Tower. I think she's going to go out to a Mortar, but if she goes in, okay, perfect. I didn't think she was going to take that path, so that's why I didn't path her in there, but okay, right here, I'm going to hit this one at 3, overlapping that Rage Tower. Oh, I don't want to go to the base, though. She'll dive back in. That's fine with me. Setting up a very interesting funnel right here. Actually, I haven't triggered the Rage, which is awesome, because the Raged Up Scatter Shot does a lot of damage in 1 second onto your RC, so nice right there. So far, so good. And I think my plan's going to be, yeah, kind of sending right there the Queen and roots right through this Rage Tower, which is a little unfortunate that it's triggered. Obviously, I'd rather not be facing it while raged, but what can you do? There's 2 Headhunters already in. King and Witch is right there. I'm gonna get the Troop Launcher in. There's the Queen in. Popping the Overgrowth right here to path everything around the core. Ice Golem's coming in. I don't want it to go to that Wizard Tower though, so I'm trying my best to push it out. Or push the Ice Golem back in. King's kind of getting fried though, low-key, but I'm going to be getting a very nice Warden ability just in a second right here. Kind of want to pick up the King, but I got a nice Ice Golem, so I'm just going to be chilling for a second right here. Okay, right there, popping the Warden ability. Everything was just starting to get weak. Can't really ice or get a Skelly spell right there, so I'm going to save it for the Gear Tower on the back end because that's also phenomenal value. And I haven't hit this base with Roots, but this looks like a really nice approach because, yeah, so far we're rolling around it very easily, and I still got, you know, all my, or 2 of my abilities, the only ones that I can save really other than the Warden. But yeah, I'll be getting the Skelly spell right there. I don't think I want to rage the Yetis in the core because that balloon's kind of killing them, but I've got the RC ability that I could rage. I'm going to be trying to get in right there. Yeah, there's the rage. Just to get on my Royal Champion and Queen and somehow clip some of the roots would be nice. So my RC, I should have popped the ability during the rage spell, but yeah, we still crushed this base. Really nice. It's a very awkward base, so yeah, I made sure I got a little bit of value with my Royal Champion and actually set up a nice enough funnel to wrap around the core, overgrowth on the core to continue the pathing, and yeah, king ability to clean up. Satisfying when it hits all the rest of the buildings and finishes off the base. And all right, final of the day. You know how we do it. We've been in this situation lots of times. Let's see if we can finish this day off perfect. I'm looking at this rage base, and it actually looks like I could set up a log launcher through this fire spitter rage and multi-inferno. That's a really nice path for it, so that's what I think I'm going to try and do. What I'm thinking is the overgrowth is probably going to come in on this scatter stuff to finish the Royal Champion pathing. So for my roots, so what I'm going to do is try and get to this expo and then into the fire spitter. And this is how I hit these bases, right? Okay, you get the log launcher selected early, but I use RC and overgrowth on the same side, and then the queen log launcher on the other side, and go roots just right between. It's very simple and very, very effective. I might be able to charge this rage tower actually, since I still have 3 invis. This is why I brought that extra invis. Yeah, this is going to be, I think, crushed right here. I'm going to double cycle 7 and 3 timing to make sure I get full coverage through this ricochet cannon, because raged up it would do a lot of damage, but I think I'm not even going to waste this invis. Yeah, just take down the ricochet cannon right there. Awesome. Yeah, I'm going to try and line this up. I think I hit it. Let's see. Nice. Hit everything right there. Ice Golem just to make sure that the Expo is kind of the only thing that would be able to target my log launcher, so making sure it can't right there. There's the Valks trying to make their way quickly, hopefully, to support the roots. Got a couple barbs right here to help out. And yeah, we're making our way right into this rage tower. The log launcher was misplaced a bit, as you can see, because I'm missing the ricochet cannon. I'm going to hit a freeze right there to try and kind of conserve its HP just a little bit, see if it got tanked. It didn't right there, but that's okay. The log launcher looks like it's going to take out the hook tower. Absolutely awesome right there. This base is looking absolutely crushed because there's really just nothing left. It's just this damage in the core, but I'll be popping the Warden ability, and there's really just, yeah, nothing's even going to be raged up by that rage tower. Just I think it was the Inferno that I took down already, but yeah, this one is just mightily, mightily crushed. Got a really good RC charge, way better than I was actually even expecting, and then that kind of just led to really nice pathing, as I mentioned about how I like to overgrowth this section to keep everything together. And I'll just do it just to show you what I meant right here. You know, see that pulls my Royal Champion and roots together with the heroes, and so it kind of just paths everything really nicely together and maximizes the effect of the damage sharing that I'm going to be doing. You know, splitting some of these Teslas and stuff onto the heroes. And yeah, it just kind of keeps your pathing, like I mentioned, you know, all together. Keeping everything together is always the best. Most damage you can do at one time is awesome. And yeah, we'll be swagging 2 abilities on this one. Just absolutely, absolutely crushed. And yeah, that'll be another 320, which is just amazing. That's 5 days in a row. So I hope that tells you guys the power of this army. I'm really doing my best right here to continue pushing in Legend League and try and get this top finish for you guys to show you really how strong this army is. Swagging another spell, and that'll be an awesome triple. Let's go.